What's going on? It is the Talkin Baseball pregame show now, right away. Obviously, baseball is a bit on fire right now. Obviously, the Marlins, a lot of positive results. 2 games canceled. The Reds, maybe more positive results. Everyone's up in arms. We're going to do a full show on that tomorrow, the next day. It'll come out. This is the pregame show. We're gonna pregame the game. We're gonna talk about the games that are coming out today. If you're here for COVID talk, we're doing that, but not on this program. It's the Talkin Baseball pregame show. We'll just put a wall up real quick and talk about these games because it may be the last time we get to talk about games. So who knows? My name's Jimmy. I got Trev here with me. I got Jake here with me. Producer Zach in the booth. Trev, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. You know, this is, like you said, there's a lot going on. We'll try to put it past us right now and just kind of focus on the games at hand because, don't want to put that out in the universe, but we may not be able to preview games much longer if this continues at the pace it is.
It's getting scary, Jake, huh?
Scary and serious, and we don't want to think we're downplaying the serious of it by doing the games today, but as of now, there are games to be played. So we'll go through them, and we'll see. Can't predict the future, but I think they have said that they're planning on playing the games tonight, so who's playing?
Who's playing? I'll do the East because there's not a lot of games. Yeah. In the East tonight, we have the Blue Jays squaring off against the Nationals, 2 teams that are 1-2 that lost their opening series, that took 1 game but couldn't get it finished in a close 3rd game. Both teams got beat in the later innings of game number 3. You got the Braves and the Rays. I think that's a really fun series. The Braves were serious. The Rays are serious. 2 teams that are 2-1. So I'm excited about that one. And then the last game in the East is the Red Sox and the Boston Red Sox and the New York Mets. Yeah, I said that all wrong. Kind of interested there, kind of not at all. But I'll be talking about it soon. So I'm interested. So I guess I'm interested. Those are the only 3 games. So it's kind of cool that we're doing the regions now because right now it's like, both the Nats and Blue Jays are 1-2. Everyone plays each other, so you get to do that bullshit math calculator like, well, they played them, and then they beat them, so they lost to them, so they must be better than them. You get a lot of that when you're playing the same teams over and over and over again. That's all that's going on in the East. You guys got anything on those games?
Mets and Sox, you're going to have a very angry fan base when that series is said and done. We'll see how it opens up opening night. Waka, Osich, we'll see how that goes. And then, the other, Braves-Rays is probably the 2 best teams linking up this coming series. So
that's a fun one.
Yeah, I kind of talked a lot of crap about the Jays, and they put up a pretty good series against the Rays. Those young guys can hit. We knew that. I said from the beginning that starting pitching needs to hold up. And they are the vagabond Jays, and they almost took 2 out of 3 from the Rays. So I'm softening my stance on the Blue Jays. They look good, man.
How quickly did the vagabond Jays story go just buried today?
Yeah. Not
in the conversation.
Did you guys see any of the Game 3 Rays-Jays? Kittredge for the Rays? I know he got in trouble. His stuff looks like it felt like I was watching sped up film. Like his stuff is so fast and breaks so crazy. I think he got in trouble, but I just enjoyed watching him pitch. So more of him. Jake, what's going on in the Central?
In the Centrale today, we have the Cubs and the Reds, couple southpaws on the bump. John Lester, Wade Miley. Wade Miley with really good numbers in Houston. We'll see if that goes over to Cincy. Cincy needs a dub. Their aces shoved, and they walked away with 2 losses from the Tigers. Kind of unacceptable in this shortened season. Brewers, Pirates, 1-2 each. Let's see if the Brewers try to take advantage of the Pirates or if Pirates can build on their win from yesterday. White Sox, Indians, Dylan Cease, Aaron Savali. Like those guys. A couple good young pitchers. In the Royals and the Tigers, Mike Montgomery, Michael Fulmer. The Mike's going at it.
Ooh.
Royals and Tigers. Ugh.
Royals and Tigers score off this early, huh?
Tigers could get off to a nice start.
Yeah, they took 2 of 3. That's crazy.
That.
Trev, anything eyeing you up in the Central there?
I kind of want to see how the White Sox bounce back. They're got a tough game with the Indians. The Indians have looked good. I mean, all of like my preseason picks, like everything's gone out the window since the new playoff proposal. But I didn't give enough credit to the Indians starting pitching, and everyone has been telling me how wrong
they've been coming at you.
I mean, yes.
All three of them shove. Ohio, dude. Ohio has Bieber, Clevenger, Cookie had a really good game, Gray, Castillo, and Bauer. Ohio's just chock full of pitchers.
It's crazy how the second series in this season is a huge series for the White Sox.
It's true.
You know, if they get beat here and they're down, like it's gonna be a tough road ahead for them. But Cleveland looks good. I have Shane Bieber. Zach and I have Shane on our fantasy team, which actually has done really well. So
not as good as the Matt Boy, which is in first place.
Yeah, we're tied for first place.
Oh,
wow. A little interesting.
Keeping tabs, huh? Because last I checked, I was in first place.
A lot of tab keeping.
But I didn't watch the West Coast games. Speaking of.
What's
going on in the West Coast, Trev?
We got a full slate, starting with the Angels finishing up in Oakland. Griff Canning versus Chris Bassett. Canning's one of those guys that was helped out by the delay of the season. He was hurt in spring training, and now he's back, so that's good on him. We'll see how that goes. The A's have looked good. D-backs and the Padres finishing up. My Padres have come out hot. They've come out. We got Luke Weaver versus Joey Lucchesi. They look good, though. Hosmer stepped it up. I said Hosmer had to step it up, and he's been big. Been big for them first couple games. Moving on, I'm trying to find where the rest of them are. Mariners finishing up against the Astros. Got Kendall Graven versus Josh James. I played with Kendall. I'm hoping to see a good game out of him. And where is the other one? Is that it?
That might be it. Off day. Giants and Dodgers off day.
And the Rangers are off as well. So that's it. We have 3 games.
Wow. How about that? And, the Reds one might get canceled too, so who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with baseball? We'll just try and have some fun while we have it, because it is scary. I had a question that I quickly forgot about the West Coast games.
I think we've got all 3 of them are game 4s, right? And they're all 2 and 1? Okay.
That's interesting. I guess that makes sense that they have to line it up that way. You like the Padres' new uniforms, Trev?
I think they look good, man. I mean, my high school team was brown and yellow, and we used to get made fun of all the time. We had really crappy uniforms, but they're unique. So when you watch the Padres, I kind of get that vibe from back in the day, and they are unique. And I think what's cool about the Padres, they have a zillion different uniforms, so I'm all about it, man.
I liked them. I thought they were really good, and I thought they matched kind of their style. Like just young and fun and swaggy.
Yeah,
Machado's facial hair looks awful, though.
Come on.
The Joe Dirt look?
Yeah, Joe Dirte.
That's not good. It's not good. All right, we got some specific what to watch for us. Trev, you were the first one to throw this down on the list, so I'm going to throw it to you first. What are you telling the people to look out for?
Tyler Glasnow's first start of the season. He came in with a bang last year after having some pretty subpar seasons prior to that. Came out hot. Looked like one of the best pitchers in the league, if not the best pitcher in the league. So here he is going up against a hot Braves team. The Rays are my team this year. If he comes out shoving tonight, it's probably going to shut a lot of people up who've been saying he was a flash in the pan. 1 year doesn't mean anything. He's got to continue to do it. It's a big night for him.
Love him. Love Glasnow. I think he's got the best stuff in the major leagues when he's right.
And a Braves lineup that just threw up a ton of runs yesterday. So they're feeling good about themselves. They're feeling hot.
After struggling for 17 innings or whatever it was, and then they get Diaz, and then they go off. So, enjoy your flight down. You got Glasnow waiting for you. Glasnow Fulte. So watch the radar gun there tonight. That'll be a good time.
Dansby must have been listening to the pod because we said you need to step it up this year, Dansby. And I don't know if you saw what he did over the weekend, but I think he was like 5 for 12. Homer, like just playing all around good baseball, so that's good on him.
And got a gif of himself looking great and just smiling and laughing, which is a huge win.
Yeah.
He's chalking that up as one of the bigger wins of the weekend.
A lot of people comparing our hair. I haven't seen those tweets come in yet, but I want to build off something Trev kind of mentioned.
Build off it.
It's that White Sox game. It's Savali versus Cease, the C's. Aaron Savali was incredible last year. The strikeout numbers weren't there, but I think he's a sinker ball guy. But his ERA was nuts in 10 games started, so we'll see if there's a little second time through the league effect with him. More importantly, the White Sox got shellacked by the Twins, and they need a stop / they need a start. And Dylan Cease, big-time prospect for them, video game curveball. They need innings, and they need a performance from him after, everyone who came on the mound got a little bit of the Twins. So watching the young guys twirled in the Central.
I was trying to see if he faced them last year.
Savali.
He did.
Connecticut guy, by the way.
Wait. Cleveland. Did he face Cleveland? Yeah, he pitched one game against Cleveland last year. 6.2 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, but 11 Ks. So build off that.
Yeah.
Dylan, that's Cease. That
was Cease.
The Civ the kid. He's good.
We saw him against the Yankees. His last start, though, was against the White Sox. 3.1 innings, 4 earned runs. So,
ooh. I actually am really interested in that matchup, Trev, because I do think the Twins, who scored 27 runs in 3 games, have that division if this season gets played in full. But the top 2 teams automatically get a 3-game set. So I think the battle between the White Sox and the Indians is pretty fun, and I think the Indians want to say, no, it's not. It's boring. It's ours. The White Sox offense looked pretty good, though, right?
I thought they looked good, but, look, if you're talking about Cleveland and how they showed up with their first 3 pitchers, you put them in a 3-game set, there ain't a team in the big leagues that wants to face that. So, whether it's just a one-series thing that really looked good or I was just being an idiot the whole time underestimating them, which is probably more towards the truth. They're scary, man. So if they got Savali going, obviously had a good year last year. Another guy, got to watch how he starts the year. But, if you can throw that pitching together like they can, shit.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Shit.
I got what to watch for, and I also want everyone to just watch out for the name of the studio, because I forgot to say at the beginning. Coming to you live from the Roosevelt Studios, RSVLTS.
Bang.
We're about to get decked out in Roosevelt gear. They sent us 200 items. We'll send some your way, Trev.
My studio is the name is still up for grabs. If
yeah,
anyone want to come at me. Very expensive though.
Yeah. So promo code JohnBoy Roosevelt's. I have the Astros Seattle game as my what to watch for. Now there's bad news with Verlander. Verlander says he's going to be back. Reports are bad. I never trust a pitcher. They always say they're going to come back. Forearm strain is pretty serious, and majority of the time leads to bad things. Seattle finally took a game. It's a 4-game set, Trev. The Astros have the Dodgers coming up and Buehler. And if you want some momentum, you'd rather be 3-1 than 2-2 before you go play the Dodgers. Because if you're 2-2 and you go play the Dodgers and you don't have Verlander in one of those games, I think Greinke won't match up for one of those games either because he pitched yesterday. I think then you can be looking at a losing record after the first 2 series. So I think the Astros really need to get this one. And the pitching matchup's interesting. Kendall Graveman's making his return. He was out all last season recovering from Tommy John. He was the opening day starter for the A's 2 years in a row. And then in 18, I think he played pitched 5 games. So he's making his return. He climbed back from injury. He gets the ball. On the other side, Josh James is sharing the bump with him, and he's getting his first start as a starter of the Astros. In 2018, he made some starts. 2019, he was a bullpen guy. But, hey, they need someone to step up. The Astros are going to need one of these young guys to step up and be like, we got it. I'll be a stud for 10 starts this season. So I think the Astros want momentum heading into the Dodgers, and I think both these pitchers want to establish and reestablish themselves as starters.
Yeah, look, Kendall's one of those guys. He has the stuff. When I would see him pitch, you're like, how does anybody hit this guy? He throws high 9s with just a bowling ball. So, if he's back, he's healthy, he's ready to go. He's not like a walk in the park for any team. So, I think you're right. Astros got to be on the lookout here. Kendall comes out hot. They go 2-2, which, mind you, the Dodgers are 2-2. They lost 2 to the Giants, which just shows you how crazy baseball is and the parity that we're looking at over a 60-game season. But Kendall's a guy that I'm looking out for, and if he comes out hot, he's one of those pitchers, man. He could be moved at the deadline, and he could be pitching for your team that's in the playoff hunt. So he's cool. One to watch for.
Yeah.
Yeah, Graveman was a sneaky signing early in free agency by the Mariners. Hopefully, well, I was going to say hopefully he's got it, but that'll just make the Houston people mad. But they're mad anyways. And Josh James is a favorite on this program because...
Sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea guy.
Big sleep apnea.
Figured out he had sleep apnea. Fastball jumped up like 5 miles per hour, and now he's a stud. So it'll be interesting to see. He was nasty in the bullpen, then he was inconsistent. Now he's getting the starts. Yeah.
And for the Astros, you got Springer and Altuve, where if they go 0 for today, it's too early to be worried, but you start putting it on your radar. Like, come on, get hot already. And they can turn it around like that. Those guys are pros. But I think Springer still doesn't have a hit, or is 1 hit, and Altuve got 2 hits in the first 3 games. So you just want to start building up some momentum. You thought it was going to be a cakewalk, and it may well be if you win this game and you end up 3-1. So I don't think Astros fans want to start the season 2-2 to the Mariners. That's my what to watch for. Kyle Lewis hitting bombs.
Yeah,
and Kyle Seager hit a home run. So it's the Kyles are leading the way for Seattle. Speaking of home runs, let's move on. Homer draft. It's the Homer draft. I am getting my ass kicked. Jake has 2 homers on the board. He got Jose Ramirez with 2 in 1 game.
Times.
The daily double, the bonus. And because it was yesterday, Jake has Ramirez on his squad today.
Again.
And he gets 2 more guys. He gets to roll them over. Trev, you got Yelich on Saturday. Congratulations. You got Trout yesterday. So you have Trout on your board today. Each of you get 3 guys today, and you have 2 points each. I have 0 points. I only get 2 players. The system seems fucked.
System now seeming a little fucked.
But I love it. I also have 0 confidence in my picks today. I think I made awful picks.
Then get going, kid.
I think you guys are... I actually have to check my text message to producer Zach because I forgot the first one.
Keeping them hidden.
Okay, so my first pick, Ben Gamel.
Ooh.
Ben Gamel hit some home runs in summer camp.
Yeah.
He had a big fuck you triple to the Cubs after they were all jawing at each other. Hey, what'd you say? I didn't hear you. Oh, I said you suck. And then they were yelling. And then Gamel comes up with the triple, his hair blowing in the breeze like a horse's mane, screaming, yelling, hot bat. Brewers are pissed that they're 1-2 on the season. They're going to play the Pirates. You better beat the Pirates. I have Gamel going deep for the Brewers, and I don't like the pick. Jake?
Tough break.
Yeah, it's tough break.
Swing Revolution Ben Gamel gets the start today.
Yep.
Would be funny if he didn't get the start.
The chat just the YouTube chat, which you guys can't see. Somebody said Ben Gamel.
Yeah, that's
lefty matchup. Ben Gamel. Okay.
He might not start. Okay, good.
Yeah, he's probably not going to start.
I like the Ben Gamel pick. Confident. Pinch hit homer. That'd be even cooler.
Yeah, okay.
I am going something a little more obvious and anti that. I'm going Nick Castellanos. He gets the lefty in Leicester today. Castellanos kills lefties.
He does.
In Cincy, I'll take Big Dick Nick versus any lefty in the league. So, bang.
Okay.
Bang.
I don't mind that. Besides the fact that the Reds might cancel their game too.
Right. Yeah. So we might be taking both our picks.
How does that work?
Both our picks may not be playing. That's on us.
I'm trusting them.
That is on you guys. My
next pick even worse.
I got one guy who I like just the matchup, and I kind of just like the way their team's going. I got Marcus Semien tonight going up against Lucchesi. Lucchesi. And Marcus is a guy that really came on last year, like MVP type numbers. And then you got the lefty in Lucchesi going. Just kind of a gut feeling pick for me, like nothing stands out like crazy. He has had some success.
He's got Canning, Trev.
Oh, my other pick has
you gave away your spoiler.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was wondering. Oh, my bad. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is Canning. This is Canning, and I do have a reason for this one. He is 3 for 9 with a homer against Canning. Hasn't hit one yet this season. Last game of the series. I'm picking Marcus. I like him.
Okay.
Stud. Best
Snake
infield in
draft, I got to
baseball.
go because I already fucking spoiled my other one.
Teaser.
Who you got?
Going up against Lucchesi is our guy, who you love, Jim. You really love this guy. And he had a phenomenal season last year, Ketel Marte.
Kettle.
Going up against Lucchesi, I like the left-right matchup. He has some history against him. I'm going to get the stats up for you right now, and I'm looking at them. And he is batting .429 with a homer and 14 at-bats against Lucchesi. So now that I'm looking at him, I really like my picks.
That's nice. I wish I could feel that way.
Yeah.
And you'll get Trout rolling over from yesterday.
That's cool when you guys have those rollovers when you get them
3-0
right.
pitch.
Well,
by the way, Trout's never hasn't swung at a 3-0 pitch or hit a home.
Yeah.
He hasn't swung at a 3-0 pitch or hasn't hit a homer on a 3-0
I
pitch?
think it was Homer, but I'm not sure.
You see, like, Pete Alonso swung in a 3-0 pitch and just grounded out to the pitcher.
Tough.
Yeah, dude, Kyle is really going after Pete Alonso.
Yeah, he's going hard. He's
Kyle's going after a lot of people right now.
yeah.
Beefing, man.
Jake,
Yeah, no, I think
if you
Trev's...
want to trade your pick with me, I'd rather risk the game getting canceled
I'm
and
good.
you can take Gamble.
I think I'd rather take Nick Castellanos with a game getting canceled than Gamble versus a lefty.
I might start
That's where I'm at.
having a listener make my picks. What happened is Zach was like, I need your
happened?
picks about 5 minutes before the show, and I just looked at the games and I was like, I did a breakdown where Gamble hit a triple. Sure, I'll take him.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's a bad pick.
I am staying where Trevor was because I think there is some juice to be had there tonight. But I'm going with Christian Walker. Hit 29 home runs last year. He's off to a solid start to the season. 3 for 8, nothing special, but he's seeing the ball. He gets Lucchesi, lefty, righty. Give me Christian Walker.
Cool. All right.
And bring it home.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys
What
in
other
on my thought
platoon
process.
you got going on?
Don't miss again. If you miss
Milton
again,
Bradley.
I don't like this pick
Play
either.
the hits, man.
Here's what happened.
No.
I wanted Braun because I thought a Brewer was going to go yard because they're facing the Pirates, but Braun's only played one game. What's going on with Braun?
He's
Back.
feeling okay. He'll be in there tonight.
Well, then I would have rather chose him. And then the same thing happened in this game. I wanted JD, but I already chose JD, so I thought you guys were going to give me Guff.
Sure.
So I switched to another Red Sox, and I took Devers.
Okay.
Dude, what the
You got your guy.
The Red
Pick
Sox are
Braun. Just pick Braun.
the Jack's already got the graphic up. Devers, I'll take Devers, whatever. The Red Sox pitching sucks.
Bad.
So, and they're using an opener today, which means not only are they going to throw one bad guy, they're going to throw a garbage bag at
Yeah.
the team. So I had their hitters being like, dude, we got to put up 10 against the Mets or we are fucked. So they're facing Waka. So I chose Devers. He had a
It's
double.
a good pick.
He had a double last game, so he's starting to get hot.
He's on our fantasy team. I'll take that.
Lefty, righty. That was my thought. I wanted JD and Braun, and then I just went to teammates, and I chose terrible. I locked him in, though.
Jeez.
Locked him in.
Oh, it's awful.
Big Ben Gamble night. Big Ben
Yankees
Gamble.
prospect.
Look, if I've been betting casually for a long time. When you feel horrible about your bets, it's probably a good thing.
That's when it happens.
Usually works out. Whenever you're
Right.
feeling stoked on a bet, get out.
That's awesome. All right, here's my Jimmy's dumb prop bet of the day. Will Tyler Glasnow and Fulte combine their combined strikeouts, okay? Their combined strikeouts versus hits in the Red Sox-Mets game?
Oh. Damn.
Combined strikeouts.
Why don't we just do strikeouts versus hits, not those two starters? Braves, Rays, strikeouts versus Mets, Sox, hits. And remember, the Red Sox are throwing garbage bag full of relievers.
Yeah.
And they have...
That's actually a good one.
If it was just the starters, I was going Mets, Sox.
Same, but let's do the relievers too.
But full team, I'm going Rays, Braves.
Full more strikeouts. What's
Yeah.
your number? Like 15? Ks in the game? 17?
Oh, I think I'm north 20 north for both.
You think
those
there's going to
teams.
be? Do you think there's going to be more than 20 Ks in that game?
I mean, Glasnow's stupid. Anyone that comes out of their pen is stupid. And then, I don't know, Fulte's got gas in the chamber and then their bullpen. So
And hits in the Mets Sox. I mean, it's Waka versus opener day. Like they could be at 8 hits each easily, and that's 16 hits. I think this is a good one.
okay.
Yeah, it's a really good one. I'm gonna go with the hits.
Okay.
Are we keeping track of this too?
Yeah,
Somehow.
Did we get it on Friday?
What was the dumb bet of the day Friday?
It was.
Oh, dude,
It was-
Ohio crushed them. It was Ohio versus Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we all took Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio crushed them. No, I took the other way because I wanted to have the impressive points, but I didn't get it.
Right.
So you guys got it correct, but no one's impressed.
Okay.
No one's impressed. Yeah,
Tied at 1-1 then. We're all tied at 1-1.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. I was with you. I'm
He was with us
0
the
for
first
2.
time.
You guys are 1-1. I'm 0 for 2.
Oh.
This is now the pregame show is just Jimmy Loses show.
Jimmy loses show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
JLS.
going hits. I'm going hits. And Jim, what are you doing?
I'm pretty torn. I think I lean hits. That's a lot of Ks.
It's a lot of Ks.
It's a lot of Ks.
Like if one of them gets pulled early or if it's a blowout and they go to the bad pitching,
Rays don't have bad pitching.
that's true. I'm going to go hits. For some reason, I want to go hits. I just think that Mets Sox game is going to be a mess.
I like it.
Can we do a segment where we walk back a prediction that we had to start the year? Because I
Sure.
have one that I just wanted to say I'm sorry for.
Sure.
Okay.
I had the Rangers and the Rockies being an infinite run producing series.
Oh, yeah.
And that was not the case.
Yeah, no.
That was what a bad take by me right there.
It's baseball, baby.
I don't know what the combined runs were, but it was very it was a small number. It was a small number.
Game.
Although we did see Joey Gallo lean into one, which is really cool.
I think it was under 10 runs for the series.
Yeah, it was bad.
Game 1 was 1-0. Game 2 was 3-2.
3-2.
Last game was 5-2. So the Rocks
Oh,
put up a
5-2.
number in the
Okay.
last game, but
Yeah.
Rocks held the Rangers to 5 runs in 3 games. So
It's crazy.
baseball, baby.
Baseball, baby. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with the pregame show as long as there's baseball to talk about. Goodbye.